So, good afternoon to all. In the previous lecture, we have seen the construction, working and characteristics of light emitting diode. And it was given a task to you, homework was given to you, all of you, state the different applications of light emitting diode. Only 4 or 5 students have submitted the homework, remaining have not submitted. So the remaining student must submit the homework because I am keeping the record of all the things. I will put the final marks of internal examination depending on these activities. So the students, those have submitted the homework, have made some small mistakes. So I have asked state the different applications of light emitting diode. It is not asked for the features or advantages of the light emitting diode. So you have to write only the applications where the light emitting diodes are used. So for example, light emitting diodes are used in a CD player, they are used in TV, they are used in computers, your mobile chargers, in order to show the charging condition or on-off condition or standby mode in the TV. These light emitting diodes are also used in 7-segment displays because these 7-segment displays are used in advertising boards. So or in the digital clocks. In the digital clocks, the 7-segment displays are used. These 7-segment displays are made up of light emitting diode. Similarly, the infrared LED is used in the remote controls of TV, CD player, or any other remote control will contain the infrared light emitting diode. It is known that LEDs are used for lighting purpose, and nowadays the TVs which are available in the market, the LED screens are available. So the screen contains millions of thousands of light emitting diodes. So the screen of the modern TV is made up of light emitting diodes. So this there are tremendous applications. You will have to only think over it. I have listed some applications here. These light emitting diodes are used in communication also. So again, write these applications in short. And the students, those who have not submitted the homework, please submit the homework in time. Within 2 days, all should submit the homework. Different applications of light emitting diode. Now, right from the first lecture, I am telling all of you that the same PN junction act as a ordinary diode, same PN junction act as a Zener diode, same PN junction act as a light emitting diode. Similarly, we are going to learn the next device or the another diode, that is the photodiode. So this photodiode is also very important device. It is also a PN junction device, or it is also a PN junction diode which operates in reverse bias. It is similar, the Zener diode is also operates in reverse bias, but it operates beyond the breakdown voltage. Now here a photodiode operates in reverse bias but below the breakdown voltage. It operates in the reverse bias but below the breakdown voltage. So it is a PN junction device which operates in a reverse bias, and at the junction a small window is provided. See here, this is the PN junction. So at the junction a small window is provided so that light can fall on the junction. So this is the P region, this is N region, and this is the light falling on the junction. So this diagram is modified here. This is the P region, this is N region, and this region is the depletion region. This region is depletion region, and on this depletion region there is a window provided to this PN junction so that a light can fall on it, on the PN junction. So this is the symbol of the photodiode. Now the symbol of the photodiode is similar to the ordinary diode. It has the anode and cathode. Only there are two arrowheads, and there are two arrows on the top of this symbol. They indicates the fall of light. They indicates the fall of light. Now in the light emitting diode, these arrowheads were pointing outwards, but in photodiode these arrowheads are pointing inwards. That means the light is falling on the junction. In the light emitting diode, the light is emitted from the junction. Therefore the arrowheads were away from the junction, means they were in the outward direction. So here the arrowheads on this symbol are in the inward direction. So this indicates that the light is falling on the junction. So this is the symbol of the photodiode. This is the your PN junction photodiode. This is the internal structure, how internally it will have look like. So this is the depletion region, and I have told you that this diode is operated in the reverse bias. This diode is operated in the reverse bias. So reverse bias means P is connected to negative and N is connected to positive, so that the width of the depletion layer is large. And you know what is the depletion layer? The depletion layer contains no free charge carriers. It contains only immobile ions, positive ions and negative ions. So in P region there are negative ions, and in N region there are positive ions. So this depletion region is depleted of, it is the depleted of charge carriers, means no free electron holes are present in the depletion region. So the electron holes, these are the charge carriers, free charge carriers, they are not present in this depletion region. We'll see how this will work, depends upon the light intensity. So using the symbol, the same circuit can be drawn like this. So this is the symbol of your photodiode. So cathode is connected to positive and anode is connected to negative. So this is the reverse bias. So in short, the photodiode is also a PN junction device. It operates in a reverse bias. Remember, this device also operates in a reverse bias, and a small window is provided at the top so that the light can fall on the PN junction. So this is the. Now let us see what is the difference between the ordinary diode and a photodiode. So here I have combined many things. I have combined the characteristics of photodiode in these paragraphs. So here these two paragraphs will distinguish between the ordinary diode and photodiodes. This paragraph will also give the explanation of the IV characteristics of the photodiode. Now let us see rectifier diode or ordinary diode, that we have seen in the first lectures. So when the ordinary diode or rectifier diode is reverse biased, what happens? A very small reverse current flows when it is reverse biased, right? आपण ऑर्डिनरी डायोडला जर आपण रिव्हर्स बायस केलं तर व्हेरी स्मॉल करंट फ्लो होतो ड्यू टू द प्रेझेन्स ऑफ मायनॉरिटी चार्ज कॅरियर्स. अँड द सेम इज ट्रू फॉर द फोटोडायोड ऑल्सो. म्हणजे फोटोडायोड मध्ये सुद्धा व्हेरी स्मॉल करंट विल फ्लो ड्यू टू द प्रेझेन्स ऑफ द मायनॉरिटी चार्ज कॅरियर्स. आता ऑर्डिनरी डायोड मध्ये जे रिव्हर्स बायस करंट असतं, इन ऑर्डिनरी डायोड द रिव्हर्स बायस करंट इज प्रोड्यूस्ड बाय thermally generated electron hole pairs in the depletion region. Now we have seen the reverse current in the ordinary diode increases with increase in temperature. त्याला आपण saturation current पण म्हणतो, बरोबर. So the reverse current biased current is produced by thermally generated electron hole pairs in the depletion layer. Therefore in the this ordinary diode the reverse current increases with increase in temperature due to the increase in number of electron hole pairs. So in short, you remember that in ordinary diode, when the ordinary diode is reverse biased, ideally no current should flow through the diode, but practically very small current flows through the diode, and this small current flow is due to the thermally generated electron hole pairs. You know, when the temperature is there, so thermal energy is provided to the PN junction, and therefore some of the covalent bonds breaks and electron hole pairs are generated, and this is called as the minority charge carriers. So more the temperature, more the minority charge carriers will be generated, and therefore more will be the reverse current when ordinary diode is reverse biased. So the reverse current increases with increase in temperature, because the temperature increases the number of electron hole pairs in the ordinary diode. Now what happens? The same thing happens in the photodiode. In rectifier diode or ordinary diode, the number of electron hole pairs are generated due to the thermal energy. But in photodiode, remember, in photodiode, the reverse current increase in the light intensity, because we have incident the light. So if the intensity of light is increased, the number of electron hole pairs will be generated across the junction, and they will produce the reverse current. So in the photodiode, the reverse current increases with increase in the light intensity falling at the junction. So when there is no incident light, suppose there is no light, incident light, then the reverse current is very negligible, or ideally it is zero, but it will flow small. So when there is no light, incident light, the reverse current is very small or negligible, and that current is called as the dark current. The current like I mean is the dark current. The reverse current increases with increase in the light intensity for given value of the bias voltage. म्हणजे समजा आपण बायस व्होल्टेज आपण फिक्स ठेवलं, समजा त्या डायोडला, फोटो डायोडला आपण 5 व्होल्ट बायस व्होल्टेज, रिव्हर्स बायस व्होल्टेज आपण अप्लाय केलं, आणि आपण लाईट इंटेन्सिटी जर चेंज केली, तर ज्यावेळेला लाईट व्हेन द लाईट इंटेन्सिटी इज 0, व्हेरी निग्लिजिबल करंट विल फ्लो, आणि त्याला आपण डार्क करंट म्हणूया, बरोबर. बट ॲज द लाईट इंटेन्सिटी इन्क्रीजेस, the number of electron hole pairs generation will start in the PN junction, and that will increase the reverse current. Right? So the reverse current in the photodiode increases with increase in intensity of light. Remember, so the electron hole pairs are generated in the photodiode due to the light. In ordinary diode, the electron hole pairs are generated due to the thermal energy. So this is the main difference. So that means in photodiode, the resistance of photodiode changes with light intensity. That means the resistance जो आहे photodiode तो कशामुळे चेंज होतो, तो तर लाईट इंटेन्सिटी नुसार तो चेंज होत जातो, बरोबर. म्हणजे जेवढी लाईट इंटेन्सिटी जास्त तेवढा त्याचा रेजिस्टन्स काय होईल, कमी होईल. सो ॲज लाईट इंटेन्सिटी इन्क्रीजेस, द नंबर ऑफ चार्ज कॅरियर्स ऑल्सो increases, and hence the resistance of the photodiode decreases. So the resistance of photodiode changes with light intensity, right? येते लक्षात. So this is the difference between the ordinary diode and photodiode. Remember, in ordinary diode as well as in photodiode, there is a reverse current, reverse saturation current.
Yes.
Reverse saturation current is there. And in photodiode also there is a reverse current, but in ordinary diode the reverse current increases with temperature. In photodiode the reverse current increases with increase in light intensity. Remember, so the resistance of the photodiode changes with light intensity. That means if the intensity increases, the resistance of the photodiode decreases, and hence current increases. Therefore, these photodiodes can be used. Photodiodes can be used as a variable resistance device and controlled by light intensity. So the resistance of this photodiode can be controlled by the light intensity. Therefore, it is used as a variable resistance device controlled by light intensity. So the resistance can be controlled by changing the light intensity. Now this is the these are the typical characteristics, IV characteristics of the photodiode. So these are the characteristics of the photodiode. So see, this is the reverse current because the photodiode is operated in the reverse bias condition. So as light intensity increases, when there is no light, a very small current flows. A small current flow दाखवलेला आहे, त्याला dark current, negligible current is flowing photodiode मध्ये. When there is no light intensity, a negligible current flows through there. but as the light intensity increases, the current increases. Samjha, so for 10 milliwatt of light intensity, the current is this 5 milliampere. For 20 milliwatt of light intensity, current is 10 milliampere. So this is the negative current because we have applied the reverse bias. So the current is negative. So as the light intensity, so this is the intensity 10 milliwatt, 20 milliwatt, 30 milliwatt, 40 milliwatt. So we are increasing the light intensity. So as the light intensity increases, the current, reverse current also increases. So this is the increase in reverse current. So these are the IV characteristics. So this is the reverse bias condition, and the forward characteristics of this diode are similar to the ordinary diode. If you connect the photodiode for the forward characteristics, you will observe that the characteristics are similar to the ordinary diode. But we are not interested in the forward characteristics of this diode. We are interested only in the reverse characteristics. So these are the reverse characteristics. Remember, when no light is falling on the PN photodiode PN junction, a very small current flows, and that current is called the dark current. And as the light intensity goes on increasing, the reverse current also goes on increasing. So these are the reverse characteristics or IV characteristics of a photodiode. So where these photodiodes are used, so it has a tremendous applications. Photodiode has tremendous applications. So it is used to switch on the current at a very fast rate. Now it is used to switch on the current at a very fast rate because as soon as the light falls on the PN junction, the current starts flowing. Therefore, it is used to start the current at a very fast rate. It acts as a switch. It acts as a switch. Suppose some bulb is connected in between that circuit, and when the light falls, as soon as the light falls on the PN junction, the current starts flowing and the device will be turned on. So it is used as a switch on the current at a very fast rate. It is used as a photo detector. So where the photo detectors are used? So photo detectors are used in the fire controlled applications. समजा एखाद्या ठिकाणी फायर कंट्रोल डिव्हाइसेस बसवलेले असतात गोडाऊन्स मध्ये वगैरे, तर ते सर्किट मध्ये काय होईल की समजा फायर इग्नाइट झाली तर त्या फायरचा लाईट या फोटोडायोडवर पडेल आणि फोटोडायोड ऑन होईल आणि एखादा सायरन म्हणा किंवा एखादा इंडिकेटर ऑन होईल, म्हणजे आपल्याला त्या ठिकाणी कळेल की समथिंग इज रॉंग. सो फोटोडायोड्स आर म्हणजे त्या ठिकाणी दिस इज यूज्ड ॲज ए photo detector. Photodiode is used as a photo detector. So this detection is both visible and invisible light. जे आपल्याला both visible and invisible light detect करण्यासाठी पण हा photo detector वापरला जातो. So in modulation and switching, so in the telephone industry or in the TV broadcasting or radio broadcasting, there is a modulation and demodulation and switching of the signals. For that purpose, these photodiodes are used. Then logic circuits that require stability and high speeds. So some logic circuits are there. They use the photodiodes. Then character recognition, म्हणजे कॅरेक्टर ऑप्टिकल कॅरेक्टर रीडर्स असतात त्याच्यामध्ये सुद्धा हा फोटोडायोड वापरतात. नंतर ऑप्टिकल कम्युनिकेशन इक्विपमेंट्स, आपलं मोबाईल जे डिव्हाइसेस आहेत त्याचे जे कम्युनिकेशन्स आहेत ते ऑल कम्स थ्रू द फोटोडायोड. अँड एनकोडर्स आणि डिकोडर्स, म्हणजे या ठिकाणी सिग्नल्सला आपल्याला एनकोड करायचं असतं अशा ठिकाणी त्याच्या So these are the some applications. You can list more applications also, as you know. तुम्हाला जे माहित असतील ते तुम्ही ऍड करू शकता. Now this is the construction of the photodiode. Photodiodes can be constructed by two ways. One is called as the pin module. So this is pin photodiode. दोन मॉड्यूल्स आपल्याला कन्स्ट्रक्ट करता येतात. एक पिन मॉड्यूल आहे, म्हणजे हा केवळ सिंपल पीएन फोटोडायोड म्हणतात. सो पिन मीन्स हा, सो दिस इज द intrinsic semiconductor. I for intrinsic. So this is P for P type material and N for N-type material. So intrinsic semiconductor, semiconductor in the purest form, is sandwiched between P-type material and N-type material. So these are the contacts, and this is the insulator, and this is the window provided to incident a light on this. So this is the construction of PIN photodiode. P for positive, I for intrinsic, and N for negative. So PIN photodiode. So P-type material, intrinsic semiconducting material is sandwiched between P-type semiconductor and N-type semiconductor, and it forms a PIN photodiode. The another module or the construction of this photodiode is the avalanche photodiode. So this is the construction of avalanche photodiode. So it is again the same, but here this P-type material is protected by some kind of material, and that is called as the guard ring. So other things are similar. The intrinsic semiconductor is sandwiched between P-type semiconductor and N-type semiconductor, and some guard rings are provided to increase these guard rings are provided to increase the width of the depletion layer, Now, how these photodiodes works, we will see in the next slides. Remember, so this is the ordinary PIN photodiode. This is the construction. Intrinsic semiconductor is sandwiched between P-type semiconductor and N-type semiconductor. In avalanche photodiode, the construction is same, but only the guard ring is provided, and the function of this guard ring is to increase the width of the depletion layer. And why we require say large width of depletion layer? Let us see how this PN junction works. Now see, this is the अरे बोलो ना क्या कौन है? Now for the proper operation of the photodiode, the width of the depletion layer or depletion region must be large. Remember, for photodiode, the width of the depletion region must be large, so that larger the depletion layer means more area will be provided for the exposure of the light. म्हणजे हा जर एरिया जास्त असेल तर आपल्याला जास्त एरियावर लाईट इन्सिडेंट करता येईल. आणि याच्यामध्ये जे ऍटम्स आहेत, म्हणजे पी साइडला जे ऍटम्स आहेत किंवा एन साइडला जे ऍटम्स आहेत, त्यांचे जे कोव्हॅलंट बॉन्ड्स आहेत ते काय होतील? ब्रेक होतील. आणि कोव्हॅलंट बॉन्ड ब्रेक झाले तर आपल्याला जनरेट काय होतात? इलेक्ट्रॉन होल पेअर्स. ठीक आहे, कारण आपल्याला इन द डिप्लेशन रिजन देर आर नो फ्री चार्ज कॅरियर्स, आणि आपल्याला चार्ज कॅरियर्स जनरेट करायचे आहेत. आणि the number of charge carriers generated in this depletion region depends upon the light intensity. It depends upon the light intensity. Therefore, more the width of the depletion region, more the charge carriers will be generated. So this width of the depletion region can be increased by two ways. One is apply the more reverse voltage. Apply the more reverse voltage. म्हणजे तुम्ही रिव्हर्स व्होल्टेज जास्त अप्लाय करा तर ही विड्थ ऑफ द डिप्लेशन लेयर काय होईल? जास्त राहील. पण देर इज अ लिमिटेशन ऑन हायर व्हॅल्यू ऑफ द रिव्हर्स व्होल्टेज. कारण तुम्ही अगदीच खूपच जास्त रिव्हर्स व्होल्टेज जर अप्लाय केलं तर देर विल बी ब्रेकडाऊन इन द जंक्शन. म्हणजे हा जंक्शन काय होईल? ब्रेकडाऊन होऊन जाईल आणि युअर डिव्हाइस विल गेट बर्न. सो म्हणजे वी हॅव सम लिमिटेशन्स ऑन द विड्थ ऑफ द डिप्लेशन रिजन. मग दिस लिमिटेशन इज रिमूव्ड बाय द in the construction of this device. So this is the your ordinary PN photodiode where there is no restriction on the width of the depletion region. बरोबर. मग आपल्याला ती width जर sufficiently जास्त पाहिजे असेल तर मग आपण काय करणार? avalanche photodiode कन्स्ट्रक्ट केला की त्याला एक या P region मध्ये आणि N region मध्ये एक गार्ड रिंग टाकलेली आहे. आणि the function of this guard ring is to improve the width of the depletion region. So more the width of the depletion region, more electron hole pairs will be generated across the junction, and hence there is a more current with the light intensity. So the current through this device increases with the intensity of light. So this is all about this photodiode. Now our time is over. Do you have any questions? You may ask. You may open your mic and ask me questions if you have any difficulty. Otherwise, the session will be closed. कोणाला काही शंका आहे का? सोमनाथ आवाज येतोय का?
हो सर.
हा, काही अडचण समजलं का? हा, प्रिया पटेल.
Yes, sir.
नाही, चला ठीक आहे. कोण कोण आहे अजून? भूषण शिंदे आहे का?
येस सर.
श्रद्धा तवार आहे का?
हो सर. हो सर.
हा, ऐकतायत ना?
हो सर.
हा, जिया चित्ते.
यस सर.
नामदेव थोरात.
यस सर.
ओके. हा, तर ते बाकीच्यांनी ते होमवर्क सबमिट केलेलं नाही आहे. 2 दिवसात होमवर्क सबमिट करा सगळ्यांनी, बरं का?
यस सर.
ओके.
यस सर.
चला, थँक्यू. उद्या आपण दुसरं डिव्हाइस घेऊ. थँक्स फॉर अटेंडिंग द क्लास.
ओके सर.
ओके.